First off, thank you everybody for being here. Good afternoon. My name is Drew Shanahan. I am a practice architect with CDW. I had a great question up here in the front. What is a practice architect? Which is a great question. So at CDW, I actually help build our service offering, some kind of a hybrid between our software team and our services team, but I actually work on an innovation team, so go figure. But with that, I work with Azure, I work with mobility, I work with Windows, and I work with a lot of other things. My big disclaimer here is I am not a developer, so if anybody came to this session expecting any sort of code or recommendations on how to write code, you're probably in the wrong session. So now's a good chance to leave, but that's my disclaimer because throughout my entire IT career, I have been mostly in operations and engineering. So with that, when I started in IT about 25 years ago, which is a very long time, one of the people I was working with actually told me this one of the first days I started working, right? A good admin is a lazy admin, and it stuck with me the entire time. So it's a very crucial term, you know, when we start thinking about how we approach our day-to-day. You know, we're working with computers, and it comes down to, are we working with computers, or are they working for us? So we want to do whatever we can to make our lives much, much easier, and the way that we can do that is actually by using infrastructure as code. So what is infrastructure as code? First off, before you read the slide, which is too late, who knows what infrastructure as code is? Any hands? No? Okay, good. You're in the right session. So infrastructure as code is really building your infrastructure by using code, as the name implies. This is building everything from your servers to your network to your load balancers, your firewalls. It allows you to automate the deployment of all those infrastructure pieces without necessarily having to manually interact with those pieces. So infrastructure as code is not necessarily just for cloud. So you do need to have a software-defined data center. So if you are using like VMware, Hyper-V, some of those platforms, you can actually do infrastructure as code. It certainly helps if you are on Azure. There are other tools in place that help you implement infrastructure as code, but it's not necessary. The biggest advantage for infrastructure as code is that it builds your documentation as you're building your code. Your code is your documentation. You don't need to create separate spreadsheets or Word docs or anything like that because it's already in your code. You make a change to your code as you're building it, it's already updated. So a big part of that is also source control. So you have a central place where everybody can put their code into, they can check it in, check it out, so this way they can also do versioning. So as you're making changes and updates, you don't have to worry about making sure that, hey, did I update that Excel spreadsheet or did I take that screenshot? That stuff is already in your source control. It's also a flexible build process. So every time that you're actually building something, let's say you're building a server, you're reusing code that you would have previously already used somewhere else, right? So you're not doing everything from scratch. So why should we do infrastructure as code, you probably ask yourselves. How much time do you spend actually building a server, for example? Same server over and over and over and over again. Very repetitive, right? Don't you want all those years back? I know I do. But it's also how many times that you are doing repetitive steps that you could be doing automatically through code. That's a big part of infrastructure as code. Not to mention you also get less errors. So when you're doing those manual processes, your likelihood to cause an error is very high because as you start doing those 20 or 30 updates you have to do manually, you're more likely to cause a problem. It's also faster to deliver. So all right, back to being a lazy admin, it's very quick. I can run a script, let it go. Let it run in the background, forget about it for a while, and I can come back to it in an hour or so and everything is already built. I already know what to expect. I already won't have any issues, hopefully. But it also gives you more flexibility. Doesn't seem like it, but as you're building off these modular pieces of your infrastructure, I can reuse that piece I used to build that firewall to build another piece or another application that also requires that same piece. So it becomes down to reusable code. And I can't stress this enough because I'm sure I'm like most of you, is I hate documentation. So your code is your documentation. You just think about all that time you're just saving by just using code as opposed to writing docs. I mean, that in itself is enough to justify going down and doing infrastructure as code. So how do you actually get started? That's probably why most of you are here. There's really three main steps. There's three main buckets when it comes down to getting started. The most important piece of this one is the people. You know, it's not a technology challenge that we're tackling here. We're actually tackling a culture problem. You know, getting over how to build stuff. You know, people are used to doing stuff manually. They're used to running the installer. They're used to going into the regedit. This is actually changing a way that people have been doing things since I've started in IT, which is a long time. So that's our biggest challenge. So the biggest way to get around it is have a vision. Understand where you're trying to take this to. You know, what's my ultimate goal by going down an infrastructure as code route? So have a big vision. Know where you're going to. So as I explained, this is a big change. This is the biggest blocker that we run into in our engagements is the culture change. So, which is very, very difficult to overcome. So, not to mention that this is actually part of a bigger movement, right? You've probably already heard a lot today at the conference about DevOps or site reliability engineering. You know, this actually plays into both of those. So this is fundamentally a process that helps enable DevOps, that helps enable site reliability engineering. So this is really an essential piece of the overall big picture. Not to mention, once you start automating stuff, you'll want to automate everything, right? You won't want to log into a server anymore. So you'll be writing code very quickly. And I shouldn't even say writing code, because most times you're not actually writing code. And I'll get to that. So, but the people part is required to be successful. You have to be able to get people on board with you, get them to accept your vision, get them to understand what the benefits are before you can actually move ahead. Really, there's two different ways to approach this. You can approach this from kind of a grassroots effort, so you can start it within your own team, right? You get a couple other people on your team that you start writing code, you start automating things, they start adopting it, they see what you're doing. The other options you have is from a top-down. This can be an organizational-wide adoption. That's, you can imagine, is a much bigger endeavor. Oops, sorry about that. So the next part is the process. What is actually the process that you're going to follow when going into infrastructure as code? You know, just some things to keep in mind as you're going into this is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't go into it thinking you're going to be writing tens of thousands of lines of code just to deploy a single server. You know, you do want to break it down into very simple pieces. Understand, you know, what are my pain points? What's the low-hanging fruit? You know, for example, I just need to build a simple server, right? Start with that. Next is keep it modular, right? So if you have a template for a simple server, let's say I have a Red Hat server that I'm always building, well, that module may get you 75% of the way there, but then you can tack on some additional manual steps to that as well. So it just depends how you're going to approach it. And keep it flexible. Like I said, don't go into it writing many, many lines of code. Keep it so you can add stuff to it, so you can reuse it for other projects. And then there's versioning. So versioning is also very important. You know, how many times do we get into a situation where there's finger pointing because somebody changed something and nobody knows who made that change, when they made that change. But if you're actually putting it in the code, you know exactly when the change was made and when it was implemented. Then I always put products or tools on the very end. I know everybody likes to start there with that conversation. They like to start with, what tools are we going to use? You know, that is always a recipe for disaster. You need to have your people and your process define your tools. But it's very essential. You know, first thing you need to decide on is what language am I going to be using to actually do this. Some of the more common ones are PowerShell and Bash. So you can use these along with Azure CLI if you're using Azure. It just depends on your platform that you're using. The next part is using the Azure Quick Start templates. If you're just getting started with this, the Quick Start templates will get you probably about 90% of the way there in code that's already available that you can copy and paste. So the key here is, especially for anybody who's engineering or operations, is reuse code that other people have already written. Programmers do it today. There's no reason that you guys can't use it. Okay. Then there's VS Code. Is everybody aware of VS Code? Yes, okay, good, a lot of head nods. This is a free tool from Microsoft. It is a code editor. It has a significant amount of community support. There's a lot of integration. There's a lot of add-ons that you can use that will tie into different platforms and different services. So it makes it very, very easy for you to write and test and deploy your code from one single console. So it's incredibly powerful. You can get up and running using VS Code in probably less than a half hour. And most of that time is actually installing stuff, so there's some wait time in there. GitHub is also a great resource for your repository, for your source control. You know, it is free for public, so if you are using it, just be aware that the free account is public. So if you want to keep it private, you'll have to pay for it. And then finally, the actual platform you're going to use to run the code. What is that going to be? If you're on Azure, typically that's starting off with Azure Automation, which is an already included service. Very easy to get started, very easy to use. All of it's integrated into your resource groups. You can see when you're deploying code, the results of all that code. It's very, very easy to get up and running. You also have other options too. You have Ansible, Visual Studio, Team Services, Terraform, Chef, Puppet, you know, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of other platforms out there. But if you're just getting started, my suggestion is try out Azure Automation. That works for both cloud and on-prem, so it's not just a cloud-only option. So you have lots of options there. So what are the actual steps to implementing it? Find something that's easy to automate. Don't go off trying to say, I'm going to create my whole server provisioning process for my whole Apache web farm. That's not going to work out very well. So the key here is to do something that you spend most of your time doing and that you can reuse for other things, right? For building a server, for example, start with that. Even if it's just laying down the image, configuring, you know, a couple things, services, start with that. That will really save you a lot of time. From then you can start building it out from there. Then I can start adding in other services, networking, load balancers, firewalls, installing applications, modifying registry keys, etc. But you know, it's really that central core that you're going to start from that you can also reuse for other applications or other projects. Set the right expectations. Experimentation is going to be necessary. This is going to be, there will be some stumbling blocks along the way, so just make sure you're setting those right expectations. But you want to prove that it works, so show how much time that you're actually saving, right? So you need to go to your management and you need to show like, hey, I've invested this amount of time, this is actually what it saved me. And then don't be shy. So once you've proved that it's worked, make sure you tell other people, tell your team, tell other groups. If you're working with the development team, explain to them, show them what they could actually be using with infrastructure as code. And then when that's all done, do it again. So, and in the words of the famous Bob Ross, there are no mistakes, there's just happy little accidents. So there will be some accidents, but make sure when you're doing this, just contain your blast radius, right? So if you're deleting a lot of stuff, try it out first. Don't try to delete everything. You know, if you're tearing down servers and building other stuff, you know, make sure you test it properly first. So that's my disclaimer. And then, so there's not just challenges, but there's truly opportunities, right? So be thorough. So we've learned this a lot from going through our projects with customers, but make sure you're thorough up front, identifying the steps that are actually going into the process of your code, right, of whatever you're building. So make sure that you identify different owners, make sure you identify all the steps, so that at the last minute, there's not necessarily somebody coming in and saying, well, oh, you forgot this part of it, right? You may not be actually writing all of that code at once in that whole build process, but then you can start prioritizing to say, okay, this thing usually takes me 4 hours, and I only do it so many times. I'm going to save that for later. But this whole step here, this is actually going to save me 6 hours, and it's only going to take me an hour or two to write. But expect manual steps. Don't expect to automate everything out of the gate. So there may be some process or steps in there where you're actually building the server, but it may require installing an app. And this app may take you, 12 hours to package and automate. Well, you can save that for a later time, right? And you can put a break in the process to say, okay, install this application and then continue on. Control-C and Control-V are your best friends. So use all the code out there. Most of it's freely available. Use other examples, use templates, use the quick start gallery. There's tons of resources out there. And then don't forget desired state configuration. So once you've already implemented all of this stuff, you need to make sure that it stays that way, right? You don't want any configuration drift, and the best way to do that is using DSC, right? DSC will make sure that those configurations will stay there and they won't change. And then there's the buy versus build debate, right? So you may have a process like user provisioning. That's usually a pretty crucial process. There's a lot of partners out there that already offer that today. That may be a lot less expensive than you spending a whole bunch of hours trying to build that process yourself. So take a look at the third-party solutions out there too. And then the other consideration is, how do I actually initiate my builds? Do I do it through ServiceNow through like a request ticket? There are integrations into that. Do I initiate them manually? Sometimes some of our customers say, well, I'm going to manually start it now, and then once I get a comfort level, then I'll automate that process. And that's it. That's all we have. So we're about time anyway. We're going to stick around for a while afterwards for any questions. So thank you, everybody, for attending today.